Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you for joining me today. It really does mean a lot that you have. If you've not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button down below and the notifications bell as well. I upload 4 times a week. Beauty related videos mostly, so yeah, let's get into the video. So this video is going to be all the products I have bought this year, and there are a lot more than I actually thought. So from January to, we'll say March, yeah, end of March, because I haven't bought anything obviously in April. I bought one product towards probably the end of March, so yeah, we're going to talk about that. I just don't know what to talk about first. There's really, looking at it, there's really only highlighters and eyeshadow palettes that I bought. Shall we do the eyeshadow palettes first? We'll do this one that I'm actually wearing today. I've actually just done a Free Looks one palette with it, so that'll probably go up before this video does. It's the Revolution Reloaded Provocative palette, and I've got a bit of a complaint with this, which if you go and check that video out you will know what the complaint is. I'm not really going to go into it in this video because I've already gone into it in great detail on that video. The eyeshadows are really lovely. That's not what my complaint is. It's about something else, so yeah, go and check that out if you want to know more about that. But yeah, it's definitely my jam, this eyeshadow palette. It's got all those really nice rose toned eyeshadows in. I've even been pushed out of my comfort zone today and used like the really bright shades, like, well, these aren't that bright, but when it came to this shade it is quite dark. Yeah, it's quite dark and vampy. So it looks like that. I'm not going to swatch everything. I mean, it's sheared out there, but I completely builded it up. What I did is I used this one on the crease, then I went in with this one to deepen it out on the crease, and then I brought that all the way down to the eyelid, and then I used that as a topper all over the lid, and it does look nice. Just a little bit darker than I would normally go. Normally I stay neutral, and that's more of a burgundy, so it's kind of encouraging me to use the Kylie Burgundy palette, give it one more last shot like I did with the Chloe Morello and Ciate London palette, just to see if I definitely want it out of the collection. So I'll probably do that in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, this is quite new. I wouldn't say it's really new. I've had it a few months. Probably I got it at the start of the year. Then we've got a couple of really new ones by W7. Probably had these, probably got them in February. I'm just trying to think back to when I did actually get them. I got this one first. So this is the W7 Socialite palette. This is absolutely stunning, guys. It's a dupe for the Huda Nude, but just look at that. These eyeshadows here are really nice and foiled. The only complaint I've got, it's not even really a complaint, it's a good thing really. Most of the mattes are very sheer, you know, they're not that pigmented. It's more of a beginner friendly eyeshadow palette rather than if you want the pigment right there off the bat. So yeah, I do like it though. And then the other complaint I've got with this is this First Class shade here. It's the only shimmer in the palette, which is odd. All the others are mattes. You've got your 2 pressed glitters there, and then your foiled eyeshadows. So I don't understand why they just put one shimmer in, one true shimmer. And then about a week later after I bought that, I saw this one. It's the W7 24K Gold Rush palette, which just looks like that. It's a beautiful palette, and this one is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I saw a video on Paulina's channel, Paulina Beauty I think she's called, and she had both palettes. So she had the Natasha Denona one, which I am so envious of because I really want that palette, but I just can't justify spending over £100 on an eyeshadow palette, not when I've got so many in my collection. So yeah, that's what this one looks like. real pretty, and it does look so similar to the Natasha Denona one, and maybe one day I will actually get that Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, but yeah, not for a while yet, and this one will do until then. She said the only real difference was this Filthy Rich shade. So in the Natasha Denona palette, the green is like a cream to powder formula, whereas that one is just a pressed powder. But yeah, I really like it, and again, these ones are the kind of eyeshadows that you just build up. So yeah, I mean, I find that with W7, I find that some of the eyeshadows just aren't pigmented right off the bat, so you do have to really build them up. Then we've got a couple more by Revolution. So I got this one before I got the Socialite palette. Again, it's another dupe for the Huda New Nude, and I saw a video by Jen Phelps. She also had the Huda New Nude and this palette, and she said she actually preferred this palette just because the Huda New Nude has those pressed glitters in, just like the Socialite palette does. And she doesn't wear pressed glitters on her eyelids, and also the Huda New Nude has the concealer shade in it, just like the Socialite palette does as well. I've actually got some eye looks on the channel of me wearing this palette by Revolution and also the Socialite palette, so I'll put it in the card so you can go and check them out. Again, another beautiful palette, but if you was to ask me which one I did prefer, it would be the Socialite palette. So if it came down to it and I had to declutter one, it would be this one, which shocks me really. This one is more expensive, but I like the foiled eyeshadows more in the Socialite palette. The Socialite palette was £5.99, this was £10, so it wasn't like a lot more expensive. The thing is though with this is the eyeshadows in this, the mattes, sorry, are a hell of a lot more pigmented, so you know it's worth keeping them both around the collection for different reasons. But yeah, I really do like it. And Jen Phelps gives it a really good review. She swatches the Huda New Nude on the top of her arm, and then she swatches this on the bottom of her arm, and you can barely see any difference. I think you could see a difference in one or two shades, but you know, it's not worth spending £56 on. So yeah, I've got two of these palettes now, so I won't be getting any more dupes. This one, by the way guys, is the Revolution Forever Flawless Allure. So that just looks like that. Beautiful packaging, and it's the first tinned one I've got. They've got quite a lot of these out now. They've got a dupe for Jeffree Star's Blue Blood, they've got a nice green palette out, which both look amazing. But yeah, I've not bought any more, and I don't think I will be for a while now. I just want to use the eyeshadow palettes that are in my collection, test them and see if I want to keep them around the collection, and yeah, that's what I'll be doing. And then the last eyeshadow palette is this one. Now I did do a look, I did do 3 looks 1 palette with it, but the video was so incredibly long. It was over an hour long, and I just thought, who wants to watch that? I know me personally, half an hour is about my attention span when it comes to eyeshadows and eyeshadow looks. Even like if they go into depth with the review and the swatches, if it's like longer, if it's an hour, I won't give up on it, but I'll watch half an hour and then come back and watch the other half hour a little bit later on. But yeah, this palette is stunning. It's the I Heart Revolution Coffee palette. It is absolutely stunning. This one was £10 as well. Comes in a beautiful packaging like that. The reason it's in the box still is the box is cute. Let's show you the box. So it says freshly ground here, and then turn it around and it says extra marshmallows. So the box is super cute anyway, and also it's got that rubberized textured packaging, do you know, like the NARS packaging, and it picks everything up, and I don't want it to get all sticky. It's already got loads of glitter on it. So yeah, I did the 3 looks 1 palette, and I just deleted it from YouTube. I just thought, no one's gonna want to watch that. So this palette, guys, Look at it. How stunning is that palette? It's absolutely amazing. And the reason I got it is I wanted the Huda New Light. I think that's what it's called, Huda Light. The little small one, and the £9 one that she brought out. And this really reminds me of all of the Huda palettes that she brought out, the free Huda palettes. I think she's got Huda Light, Medium and Deep, and like in each different palette you get these kind of eyeshadows in. So in the one that I wanted, there's a shade like that, Baby Chino, there's a shade like Caffeine, there's a shade like Iced, etc. I'm sure I've got a picture of it somewhere, so if I can find it I'll obviously link it into this video somewhere. And then I thought to myself, well, this really does remind me of them palettes, so let me go and look at the other Huda palettes that are out, and that's where you get all the like golden tones in them, like these bronzier tones here, and I'm thinking that reminds me of them palettes so much. I don't think it's a dupe for it. I think this came out before Huda Light did, and all them palettes. But yeah, I really like it. It is such a gorgeous palette. I mean, how cute is that packaging? So yeah, that's that. So now we're moving over to highlighters. Right, so basically, there's 5 eyeshadow palettes here. I have a problem with eyeshadow palettes, honestly. And another problem I've got is highlighters. So let me just go and get them. Before we talk about highlighters, let's talk about kind of base products first. So I got this e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. I can't remember when, probably either January or February. I know I've had it a while. And I saw it in TK Maxx, and it was only $3.99, and I've had this before and really enjoyed it, so I got it again. It normally is £7.50, so there was a little bit of a saving there, so I thought, why not? You can never have too many primers. So yeah, this one I've really been enjoying using. Something I've not really been enjoying using so much. I've used it once when I did a Primark video, and this is the PS My Perfect Colour Liquid Concealer in medium coverage. It's got vitamin E and aloe vera in it. It's not, I don't think it's down to the concealer why I don't like it. It's got one of those old school doe foots that are real scratchy, guys. Yeah, I just didn't enjoy using it. I like the ones that are quite thicker. Do you know, like the ones on the Revolution Conceal and Define? It's like double the size of that. I just like them a little bit more than I like these. If I don't like it, I might just try and use it as a eyeshadow base. I certainly don't want to waste it. This is in the shade Porcelain. So that's that. So now we're going to go and talk about highlighters. So first of all, let's talk about my Poundland ones. You would have seen these if you watched my Shop My Stashes. So I got these when it would have been in March, because I remember I remember taking my niece into Poundland, and her birthday was in March and she had some money, so it was definitely the beginning of March when I got these, and they were advertising like things for Mother's Day. I think they brought these out for Mother's Day, these highlighters. Look at the cute little heart there, and they only had these products, these like highlighters in makeup out. They had loads of like cups and like plastic flowers and things like that, like they always do. But yeah, they only had these, so I was really curious because I've never seen Poundland do anything like this before. So I only picked 2 up at the time, but I've got the 3rd one now. So I picked up Pearl, and they're not the best highlighters in the world, guys. They're very subtle. So that's Pearl. I don't know if you can see it. You definitely can't see it on my hand. The texture is quite rough, but like when you go in with it a few times, it looks really nice on the skin. Don't know if you're going to be able to see it. That's Pearl anyway. I think that's a lighter shade. It just looks like that. Right, and then we've got Champagne. which looks like that, which is just a little bit darker, I think. Yeah, I would really like these highlighters to be a little bit smoother. They have got specks of glitter in them, but you can't really see that on the face. I mean, they're only £1, so what can you expect for £1? That's that one there. And then Rose Gold was the one that I picked up about a week later. I just thought I may as well try it. I know it's quite a bit darker, but I'll give it a go. And it doesn't look too bad on my skin tone, actually. You can see that more than you can see any of the others. So that one there. Right, we need to wipe them off, don't we? Where's my wipes? So then I got this on the same day, this PS Beauty Diamond Bomb Highlighter Powder, and as you can see it's slightly more. This one was £3. Such beautiful, beautiful packaging, and also inside it looks amazing. And I've said this before, it really reminds me of the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette that I've got, the green one. Just the layout. Let me just go and show you again. Yeah, I was talking about this one, the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions, and I know this is a highlighter, but it still looks the same. I mean, look at it, it's still got like the same kind of diamond, apart from this one is a little bit bigger. But yeah, it really does remind, I've dropped that now. It really does remind me of that. This highlighter has got a little bit of glitter in it, but you can make it work if you just buff it out. So that's it all mixed in together. I'm just gonna swatch it again, see if it picks up. I don't know if you'll be able to see the glitter, but it is such a beautiful white frosted highlight. Not the best you'll buy. I mean, I've got a better one than this. My Technique one is a lot better than my Technique Get Gorgeous. It's so much better than this one. It's so much smoother. It doesn't show any texture where this does. So yeah, you only really put it on the areas where you don't have texture. Like for me, I couldn't put this on my nose area because I've got texture there. I've got pores. So that's that one. This one I'm not too sure I like. So this one is the W7 Glow Commotion Extreme Ice, and I think I got this towards the end of March as well. So yeah, I'm not sure whether I like it, and what's really confusing me on this highlighter, it says it's a shimmer highlighter eyeshadow. So someone can't get the facts right in W7. I mean, they've obviously made a mistake with the writing there, but yeah, it's definitely a highlighter. And even looking in the pan, it looks like quite chalky. That's the shade. That's it there. And when I got that, I actually got some spray, some setting spray. I've only used it once for a video when I was testing Primark and W7 products, and it's this one. So this is the W7 Ready Set Glow in Rose Gold, and it just says it's an illuminating setting spray. I needed a new one anyway because my e.l.f. dewy setting spray is nearly all gone. I don't know what I'll do when this one goes. I think I've got a Primark one somewhere. I can't remember where I put it though. So yeah, I've got this, so that should last me a few weeks, and then if this lockdown hasn't been lifted, which we've been told it could, like in another 3 weeks, we need at least 3 weeks to stay in, so say another month. So that'll take us to May, like mid-May or something like that. If it hasn't been lifted, then I'm just going to have to go and get one from the pharmacy. They do a Rimmel one, but it's only in a really small bottle and it's quite expensive, so I'm hoping against hope that, you know, we'll be out of this crisis soon, but I don't think it's going to be, you know, May. I think we're going to probably be looking at the summertime before it gets lifted. But I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But yeah, that's that. It's real nice. I saw this on Rachel Levy's channel. She was doing a testing W7 products for W7, and she used this and she really liked it. But she self tans, and I was just a bit worried about the gold in it, but it's fine. It doesn't like spray a load of gold on you or anything. It's just a really nice setting spray from what I can remember using it that one time. But yeah, I'll have to use it a few more times to give an opinion on it. And this product here, I think this is the last one, I absolutely adore it, and I know there's going to be so much controversy. Well, there is controversy with it. It's a Wet n Wild product, and it's the Hello Halo blush and highlighter, and this one is in the lightest shade. It's in Highlight Bling. It's just beautiful. I love this really white highlight. I love highlighters like that. That looks like that. It goes on so smooth. So that's the highlighter. That's probably the best highlighter out of the bunch I've shown you. And then it's got like a glowy blush here. And there was another one that I really liked, and I couldn't decide whether I wanted to get this one or the other one. I think they've got 3 out. So the other one that I looked at was the second lighter shade. I mean, just look how glowy that blush is. It's absolutely amazing. It would also look real nice all over the eyelids as like a rosy, peachy eyeshadow. So yeah, you can definitely use this as like a multi-face product. But yeah, I really like it. It's probably, yeah, it is my favourite highlighter out of all the ones that I've shown you. This one here is in my Shop My Stash for this week. So I'm trying to use it again. Trying to establish whether I like it. If I don't like it, when I come to do my highlighter declutter, it will be going out of the collection. I'm going to try and make it work for me. Maybe as an inner corner highlight. It would take me forever to get through it though. But yes, these are all the products I have bought in the last 3 months. I can't see me buying anything else for a very long time now, just because of the current situation, and I wouldn't want to make an order online and, you know, have the postman drop it off just because there's more important things going on in the world. So yeah, we're just gonna be not thinking about buying new makeup for a while, but I bought enough the last few months anyway. Like I said to you, more than I actually thought. There is actually one more thing that I did buy, but that doesn't have anything to do with makeup. Let me just go and show you. Right, so I needed some new trainers, so that's what I've got. Basically I had some Puma memory foam ones, and they were the most comfortable trainers that I've ever had. But the sole, like the sole that I'd been walking on, I'd worn it real down. It didn't have much of a grip anyway, but it was starting, I wouldn't say it was starting to get holes in it, but it was starting to like get little grazes in it, and you know, they weren't as good as what they were when I bought them last year. Normally, like the trainers I have, I normally get more than a year out of them, so I was a bit disappointed in that. But the memory foam ones, and they don't last as long, and even the insole inside had been falling to bits because I had never had them off my feet since I got them. Right, so then I saw these, and I think these haven't been out that long. I fell in love with them. I mean, the Vans, which is nothing special, but they've got this, I'll just show you on one. They've got this beautiful leopard print here with flowers on them, and they just look amazing. And I'm wearing a lot of leopard print now, like leopard print jumpers and things like that, and they go really well with them. So guys, that is now everything that I bought from January to March, like the back end of March. So yeah, that's everything that I've got. I'd love to know what you've bought yourself in the last few months. Have you bought anything exciting? I've seen quite a few nice things that I do want, but I'm not going to order them. Guys, this is the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys, stay safe.